Even preppers and survival take holidays and go to areas outside their general knowledge and comfort zone. Here I am in the Mediterranean. It's early summer, the ground is dry, but the evergreens are still green. The biggest problem is the heat and the lack of running water everywhere. Plants and the land coverage is very different from the forest we have at home. A whole different set of vegetations and a whole different set of problems. I came out with a group of other tourists for a walk to the local castle on the headland. Although it wasn't a strenuous walk and there was no great danger, there was a difference between being prepared and being not prepared. For example, the clothes you were wearing and the gear you were carrying. I decided I would wear sandals with a good sole profile rather than flip-flops. I would wear shorts because I was going to stay on the path and there was no chance of getting legs scratched by dry, prickly plants. I would wear a shirt because you can cover the back of your neck with the collar and you haven't got an open neck like your t-shirt. And I would wear a wide brimmed hat. To keep my eyes safe, some UV protection sunglasses. The whole area is covered by sharp spined plants. So if you're going to go off-road or off-track, you need long trousers and closed shoes. Can quickly disappear, so it's always a good idea to carry a compass, even if it's just a button compass, to give you a general direction so you can go to a handrail point such as a main path or the coastline itself. Just about everywhere you go these days you can find rubbish. Here we've got a glass bottle. Yep, it's pollution, but if you smash it, you've got some knives. By nature of the area, it's probably not a good idea to have an open fire. So in these circumstances, some of the American chemical heaters would be far better than a gas stove, which would certainly be better than an open fire, because once it starts here, there's very little way you're going to put it out. A little walk. Far less strenuous than most of the walks I do, even when I'm training at home. I got in my little rucksack. First of all, the map, and then my glasses, so I can actually read the thing, some cordage, a whistle, in case I forget the glasses, a magnifying glass. I can also start a fire with that if necessary. A button compass, I don't need to be exact. All I need to do is find the handrail. A pack with some elastoplast. A cape in case we get a thunderstorm. And a mouth-to-mouth resuscitation mask. Some sun cream to top up regularly with so I don't burn. And lastly, and most importantly, water. I've also told my partner where I'm going and approximately how long I'll be. I've got my mobile phone with me and reception is good. Heat and lack of water is a problem. However, there are areas of shade and you could use the plastic poncho to make some more. You need to improvise, especially when you're out of your normal comfort and experience zone. With the paths twisting and turning so much, you really need to have your compass to maintain some line of march that's going to bring you to a linear feature to get you out of the area when you want to leave. Stay hydrated. Thirst is not a good indicator, especially when it's cold. The colour of your urine is. It should be fairly clear and only lightly tinged. Before you go, you need to make some preparations, such as get a map so you know where you're going, Use any electronic aids like aerial shots on the internet to help you out and sort out where you're going to go and how you're going to go around it. We've come to a cairn next to one of the main tracks. We can come to the junction, turn right and find our way home. It's windy and this can be dangerous. You don't feel the heat so much. As part of my kit, I am carrying a lighter and a knife, but they're in my trouser pockets so they don't give offence, and I'm not going to leave them lying around by accident. Some things are great in your bag, some things need to be on your body at all times. It is really important when you're out in temperatures like this to stay hydrated. You can get away with it for a little while, but efficiency decreases and risk of injury increases. So stay hydrated. Always start off with a full water bottle, but remember, the water needs to be inside you, not the bottle. If any doubt, take an extra bottle. Might be a little bit of extra weight, but it could save your life. Along the way you can look for usable campsites, one without too many branches and a fair amount of shade. Many of the small paths are too small to be shown on the map, so use your compass, your watch and the sun to determine direction. As long as you keep going in more or less the correct direction, you will eventually come on to a handrail, a road, a shoreline, a river, something that will take you to your destination. Where there are people, there is rubbish. In a survival situation, this rubbish may be of some use. So keep an eye out for its location, collect it if you think it's going to be worth using. But don't just disregard it. Here, with this wall that's tumbled down, we have an identifiable landmark that we can find on the map. We can accurately identify our position. Here we've got one of the bunkers from the Civil War, but it's right on the coast, so we've found our handrail. We're going to follow the path along the coast. This is going to be very easy to do, although you're in the hot sunshine all the time. It's worth keeping your eyes open as you go around. I've just come across this shelter. Looks pretty good from the outside, and when we have a look inside, it would make a usable shelter for an overnighter. Always be on the lookout for usable equipment. Here I found a bit of plastic. We could, if necessary, use it as a drinking straw to get water out of a crevice. So, get out there, get training, you know it makes sense, it'll serve you well.